a lot of construction going on right now for the upcoming Mockingbird Lane. It's a remake of Monsters, which will debut this fall on NBC. Now, speaking of popular television shows, many have filmed right here on Colonial Street, but perhaps most of you guys recognize Colonial Street right here as Wisteria Lane from the hit ABC show Desperate Housewives. That Desperate Housewives filmed here for 8th season, recently wrapped just a few months ago.
Next morning, Edie Britt decided to announce her return to Wisteria Lane.
Okay, you're not going to believe this, but she's back.
Edie, is that really you?
You know someone else my age with a body like this? Well, what happened to your tenant? He came into some money and decided to move. We thought, what the heck? Let's move back.
We?
Oh, you don't know. I have a husband now.
Really? Whose?
Well, on that note, we begin our tour. On your right, the greenhouse. That was Felicity Huffman's house on the show. Terry Hatcher lived next door in the yellow house. Also on your right, it's a great example of a practical set of film inside and outside. Now, lots of classic television shows filmed here on Colonial Street many years ago, like the Munsters, the original Munsters, filmed in the Purple House over there on your right. This beige house over here on your right, that's for Eva Longoria's character, Gabby. That's where she lives. It's also prominently featured in the classic Jimmy Stewart movie Harvey. This blue house here on your right, as we exit Wisteria Lane, Colonial Street, was the sorority house in the National Lampoon's Animal House starring John Belushi.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
We thought, what the heck? Let's move back.
You know, it's your typical suburban neighborhood, right? At least on the outside. But what happens when you get a script and it calls for a setting that's a little bit more whimsical, imaginative? We got that covered too because we have Whoville here on the back bar.
Challenging because the logistics were challenging. We had 11 stages occupied at one time on the Universal line. One of them was just for putting Who's into their makeup. So I felt like it was one of those extravaganzas from the 30s or 40s. Sets that were inspired by Dr. Seuss, brought to life, made functional enough that, you know, we could shoot on them, actors could climb on them, people could do flips off them. It makes me so proud that it's become this kind of evergreen, and that every Christmas it rolls around and it means something to a lot of kids.
Indeed. Now, if you guys thought living with the Grinch was bad, try living next door to Norman Bates. Two of Hollywood's most historic sets still standing today. Bates. You guys see what I'm seeing right now? I think I just saw Norman Bates go into room 1. Oh my goodness, he's got a body wrapped in a shower curtain. Okay. Well, Punch, I think we should probably get out of here before he sees us because, you know, it's not too late. All right. Hey, Norman, what's up? We're just passing through. We're not gonna, I promise you we won't say anything about that body. Put the knife away. Put the knife away. Okay, I think we'll be okay here in car 1, but car 4! Hopefully it'll stay down there. Who knows, you can still go up the stairs. Well, from one creepy area to the next, we're going to take spectacular crash site from the movie The War of the Worlds. Now we're going to stop for a few moments so you guys can stand up and take some photographs. Just remain seated until the transport stops. Now that's an actual 747 that you see over there that was destroyed, excuse me, specifically for this incredible scene from the movie.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Stephen had.
When you first began to sit down to talk about the War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. That's right. Now, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just get them closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
One of the largest sets ever constructed for film, rivaling only James Cameron's Titanic and Cecil B. DeMille's Ten Commandments. Despite the use of these lifelike, realistic sets, the film actually featured more than 500 special effects.
Dating aeroplano. Galing. Awesomeness.
Okay, well, from the War of the Worlds, we now take you into the great outdoors.
Ayan yung ano.
Or at least the log cabin over here on your right from the movie The Great Outdoors, starring John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. Yet another great example of a practical set. We can film inside and outside. It's been used in many television shows throughout the years, including Coach, Craig T. Nelson, and of course episodes of Desperate Housewives and Parenthood. But you guys are probably really wondering, what is that big green backdrop out there in the distance? That's called Falls Lake, that area. Now, it was built because the studio needed a place where they could film all those big action scenes involving boats and ocean. And as we all know, the real ocean kind of has a mind of its own. Some days, you know, it can be calm and serene. Other days, it can be wild and choppy. So they thought, why not just build our own ocean right here on the backlot? That way we can control it. Thus, the birth of Falls Lake. The first movie to actually film there was Jaws: The Revenge from 1987. Since then, countless blockbuster movies have filmed out there in Falls Lake. Now, more recently, of course, when you think of boats and ocean in the movies these days, you probably think of pirates, right? Pirates of the Caribbean.